Hello RC enthusiasts, this is Dan from Tech and OldRC.com. Today's video is a new release video again. Now this has been a while since we've done one of these, but we were kind of taking our sweet old time really getting the window mask done. There's some other issues going on and it took us a little bit to get these done, so we were waiting until we got those done to put these out. But now they're all finished, so these will have window masks available day one. Which I should mention, I think in the future here with at least these stock car style bodies, that we have a whole bunch of them left, I may forego doing the window masks initially because I just don't see there's a huge demand for them, and it takes a lot of time to get them all really accurate and prepared. And I'd rather get them out there on the market. And I know back in the day, a lot of these never came with any window masks. So if you know anything about the vintage RC stuff, you know most of BoLink stuff back in the day did not come with window masks. You had to do it yourself. There was nothing for you done ahead of time. You had to get in there and mask with your own tape. Just like for the headlights and grills and everything, I get asked frequently, is there any decals? And I'm like, BoLink for most of this never did any decals. You had to paint all that stuff in. They went to the work of carving in all the features. You had to do the paint work. So let's get started here. This is the stock car, the 92 Lime. This one is for the super speedway or the 200 millimeter sort of wide chassis, and this is considered the narrow one, they would call it, because it's for those narrower chassis. So you don't want this for the original sort of RC10L or old Eliminator stuff like that. In fact, nothing here today is for those old ones. These are going to be for more of the narrower chassis. Then we've got these two here. Well, actually this one we did in the last one, but they kind of fit together, so we've got them both here today to talk about them. This is the Fjord, the 95 Fjord Super Truck, and the reason I've got them together is because they both have a little marking in the upper corner of the windshield, and that's to signify that they were legal for the spec racing back in the late 90s and mid 90s. There was the Trinity Street Spec, which we there have a box right there for one. And then there was the BoLink Spec one, the TRC Spec one, but I'm not sure the TRC one really existed for that long. I've never found any pictures or information on it. If you've got a picture of a box or complete car that's good quality, send that to CibulaTech@gmail.com because I'd love to see what those look like. Right about that time, Trinity acquired TRC, so I'm not sure how long that car really existed out there in the world. And when you try and do searches for it, you come up with a lot of other Trinity stuff and not necessarily that car, or at least one that I can verify is that car, because I have nothing to go on. So if you've got a picture of that or an ad of that, I'd love to see that because I've never seen one, what they look like, and I'm kind of interested in seeing what they look like. And like I said, these are for the narrower stuff. This will work with a lot of modern stuff. It has no marked rear wheel openings, just like this one doesn't over here. So this will work with the modern pan cars without any real issue at all. And they look pretty cool. They've got in, like I said, all the features carved into it. So you're gonna have to paint them. Sorry, no decals. Over here, 10th scale pan car, 10th scale off-road. This is the Nitro Rustler bodies. We're calling this one the Wrestler. We had the rodeo one we did here a while back, where we did a very low run because we put the plastic on upside down on the machine and then it was all gunked up with the film. This is the other version that we have for the Nitro Rustler. This looks very similar to the Flag RC10 GT body that we have as well, with the front grille and little kind of air scoop nose on the front of there. This might perhaps work on some modern 10th scale mid-motor stadium trucks. I have no idea. That's something we'll have to maybe try and see if we can grab one at some point and see if it works. But this has for the Rustler, the body mounts already marked into it and the antenna hole in it. In the previous one. Previous one to this one, we actually filled in the antenna hole. This time, actually, we didn't on this one. This is the Bard, B-A-R-D. This is for the Traxxas Stampede. I believe, just like the one I was talking about earlier, that I don't remember the name. We did this one way back when, like fall of midsummer, maybe, of last year, shortly after we got all the molds. But there's two of them that I don't think were ever released by BoLink, and one of the hints that maybe they never completed it for some reason, I don't know why, is that they never did carve any grille and headlight features into this. After I was just talking about how they like to carve that in, there is nothing on these. We haven't done anything because I'm not totally 100% sure what this is supposed to be of a truck. I have an idea, but for copyright reasons I can't really say. So maybe we'll do something to this in a later date to get it with something that makes it look, you know, more complete. But for now, there's nothing, so you'll have to paint in something on your own or get some other decals from another source for it. This one did have a problem. We've got to, at some future date, go back and readjust how the mold is probably on its platform, because we have webbing in the back corner here. I won't get into what causes that, but let me just say that, yeah, it requires a little adjustment how we have things situated right now. When we load it on the machine, it's got to be adjusted to eliminate that. We tried some things, but it just moved the webbing to the other side. All right, over here, this is the 6-inch BoLink wings. I gotta look. These are 6-inch wings, not 7-inch wings, and these could be used for off-road buggies. This could be used, I think, maybe these were originally intended for 12 scale pan cars. Could mount them in the back there. They also did that, they had bigger wings that would go on the 10th scale pan cars as well back in the day. So I think these might be for more downforce on the 12 scale stuff, but very well could be used for the 10 scale off-road buggies. Now, they have the same overall profile. This one is, yeah, they look exactly this. Well, maybe this one's got a little bit of a dip in the top there, but overall they look about the same. This has got some ribbing on it, insert PG rated joke there. Then this one is basically smooth and it doesn't have a little curl to the bottom of it like this one does. So I'm not really sure what the ribbing insert joke was supposed to be for, but yeah, I guess it adds a little extra feature in it. These did originally have BoLink logo stuff on it. We have eliminated that off this particular set of stuff here, so it doesn't have that anymore, and it's got a little bit of spots where you can kind of see where the air assist holes were at when we filled it in and sanded everything down. But yeah, that logo isn't there anymore, so these can be more generic for anybody who wants to use it. And we'll be working on some of the wider wings eventually later too. We've got a video that is going to be coming out eventually too that discusses kind of how this was done here, what we did to get this going. But that is it for today. There will hopefully, like I said, be more rolling out quicker. We still got, I don't know, I think we've got at least 4 or 5 non-stock car bodies left to go. So those will have window masks. That'll slow us a little bit down when we got to do the window masks on them. And then it is purely my least favorite stuff, the stock car bodies. And it's all cars. There won't be any more trucks. So we're kind of getting to the end of it here of what we acquired last year. That's going to be run for right now. And there is a couple touring cars. That's right. There's like 3 touring cars. One that's, if you remember the old video, 5-hour video, had a big, huge chunk taken out of the back of it. We've got to do extensive repair to that one. It's partially been repaired, but there's more sanding and other work that need to be done to it. It will never probably be as good as new, but since it's on the back, we're not going to get too worried about it. Since it's in the back trunk, you know, lights area, it's not so bad. If it was in the front somewhere, we probably wouldn't even bother trying to do it because it would have weird marks in it from the repair job on it. But since it's in the rear, we'll go with it. So we've got that one and then like 2 other touring car ones to go as well. And they also require wings with those. Some of the stock car ones we have also are going to have in the future here separate wings, spoilers on them. Like most of them, BoLink did have them built into the back, but there's 3 of them that we've got that don't have that with them. And so we will have to get those sorted out as well when we go to form those. We'll probably end up doing those separately. Well, that's the end. That's all we've got for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to go oldrac.com and buy these. You can also get them on eBay, but you'll pay less for them on Old If you buy them on eBay, it doesn't help us any. You only make eBay richer, so I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, I guess go ahead, but you're gonna save money if you go to our store and buy it instead. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.